Hey, good morning. This is Dr. Lucrease Kidd of Glamour More Therapy, and I would like to share with you some ways that you can get rid of dark circles under your eyes. So, first, before we get into talking about how to eliminate dark circles, I first want to talk with you about four causes of under eye dark circles. So the first cause could be genetics. Genes that you inherited from your mother and your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, and so on and so forth can play a role in dark circles. But some of the major causes probably has to do with the fact that you're probably not getting enough sleep and you're not drinking enough water and you're probably getting exposed to toxins in the air, food, and the water, including things that you're likely smoking that you probably shouldn't be smoking. And not I'm not restricting this to cigarettes or smoking marijuana. Okay. Anyway, so now we need to get into, okay, how are we going to eliminate dark circles? And it is a process. Other than using makeup to cover the dark spots, there's really not a quick way to eliminate it. But I will share a little secret with you, something that I found that you can do in terms of your self-care that can kind of give the illusion that the dark circles aren't there. So we'll talk about that as we go along. So first up, you want to make sure you are drinking plenty of water. You want to drink about half your body weight in ounces. And I understand most of you don't like drinking water. You're probably only drinking like about 32 ounces of water a day, and the rest you're drinking in sugared tea or soda. No, you need to eliminate those things and replace that with some herbal tea, preferably unsweetened. But if you need to sweeten it, then just hit it with a little bit of stevia from the leaf only. You can also infuse your water with some fruit. You can even juice like watermelon or cucumber, things, fruits and vegetables that are already watery. Also, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe can be a very refreshing, watery drink. The next thing is you want to make sure that you are getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Actually, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Six is like the bare minimum. And if you only had 6 hours of sleep, you probably need to tag on like an hour worth of meditation, meaning that you're waking up at 6 o'clock and you can't really, um, you don't really feel like getting up out of the bed, but you can't go back into a deep sleep. Well, then just use that time to meditate to at least get you to that 7 hour threshold. I would recommend choosing you and taking that, 15, 20, 30 minutes to just meditate anyway, to meditate, to pray, to speak positivity over your life. Those things do make a difference as well. The other thing, and it's kind of tied to making sure that you're getting a consistent amount of sleep, and that is making sure that you keep a regular schedule. So, for instance, making sure that you're waking up at the same time, making sure that you go to sleep at the same time, making sure that you're having regular meals and snacks throughout the day so that your body can establish a particular rhythm. The other thing that's quite interesting is that you can actually use cold compresses on your eyes. I would say for about 20 minutes. And some of the things that you can use are cucumber slices. You can also use tea bags. So you have like caffeinated tea bags, like let's say black tea, you can, after you've used them to make your tea, you can take the tea bags, place them in a little Ziploc bag or snack bag, place them in the freezer, and then those cold tea bags, you can just place those on your eyes in this area right in here. And the caffeine from the bags will help with the elimination of the dark circles under your eyes over time. If you're like me and you're like, I am not putting food on in tea bags on my eyes, and you want something that's supposed to be designed specifically for your eyes, you can use, eye patches. But just kind of be careful with that. Make sure you're going with eye patches that are great for sensitive skin, but are going to deliver, some nutrients to these areas where over time it can help with the elimination of dark circles. Next up is making sure that you hydrate in this area. And so that's where we get into the skin routine. So you're going to make sure that every day, twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, that you cleanse your face, especially after you sleep, because while you're sleeping, you're detoxing, and you're going to have elimination of the toxins through your pores. And one place where those toxins are going to deposit will be right underneath your eyes. So you want to make sure that you rinse and exfoliate all of those toxins off of your face. And then after you cleanse your face, of course, you're going to rehydrate it with some toner, specifically if you have like a toner that has some glycerin in there. And if you don't have one, you could always make your own with a mix of glycerin and water, because glycerin dissolves very easily in water. And then after that, then you're going to moisturize your entire face. And I used to be a little stingy with the moisturizer. I would just do like a little half of a pump. But now I'm a lot more generous, and I use a full pump along with a serum. And you want to go with a serum that has ingredients like vitamin C or retinol or nicotinamide. These are items that can help with reducing dark circles under your eyes over time. And then the last thing you can do is to make sure that you're taking foods as well as supplements that have vitamin C in it, and I believe also vitamin K. So I take a multivitamin. What I like about this particular multivitamin, I already took mine this morning, but it's a really skinny pill. Most of the horse pills they're just so big and so thick, it's just difficult to swallow. But this one is just nice and sleek and skinny, and it just goes right down the chute. So what I like about this multivitamin, it does have the vitamin C and it has the vitamin K. And I also, I would highly recommend that you get yourself a good collagen that you can start to supplement your morning shake with. So for my meal replacement shake, I'll use this chocolate flavored collagen. And yeah, this too over time will help with dark circles. Now, I don't have a before picture, but I can tell you over time, my dark circles have definitely reduced tremendously, even over the past month. In fact, I had a picture that I took just this weekend, Friday to be exact. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't have to put on any makeup. Okay, I did put on some mascara and some lipstick, but I didn't have to put on anything to conceal under my eyes. I just look so good. So hopefully I can tag the photo on the back end of this video so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.